What's up guys, Patrick here. I'm a physical therapist, but I also train jiu-jitsu and MMA. I've reacted to a couple of videos in the past, like Mikey Musumeci's knee bar against Bayan Duran, the knee bar that Makaev somehow survived, and the $46 million lawsuit that was settled a couple months ago. And I know it sounds sick, but one of my favorite things to do is watch injuries. My buddy really likes when I react to these, so let's take a look and see what he put together for me. All right, she's going for, looks like she's going for a Humeral grip, maybe. Yep, she definitely is. It's always, I don't ever know when these things are gonna happen. So, oh, it just happened. That just happened. Okay, well, let's go back. I definitely thought there was gonna be more to that than that. Okay. Dude, you gotta give me some more time. I gotta talk to my buddy. Okay, so let's back up just a little bit. Okay, so she knows she's got the Kimura. She's not tapping. I don't even know if she had time to tap, honestly. Oh, and it gave out right there. God, ton of internal rotation. Let us play through, and then we'll talk about kind of what it looks like. Oh, look how her arm's sitting. Look how her arm's sitting, dude. Oh, that is almost certainly a spiral fracture of the humerus. So the humerus, the upper bone of the arm, really doesn't get a lot of rotational torque put on it unless you're an overhead athlete or a combat athlete. So it's not really used to handling that high of a demand of rotational torque. And we saw that here. Man, that's rough. And her arm is actually sitting, if you look at it, her arm is actually sitting in an internally rotated position because she can't really move it, and rightfully so. So, gosh, man, that's really tough. Okay. Oh, God, dude. Okay, it was very quick again.
It's too fast.
But let's look at it. Let's slow it down. This looks like that scissor takedown, scissor leg takedown. Yeah, so as we speed it up, that is a classic ACL, MCL mechanism, maybe medial meniscus. And by the way his ankle looks, maybe even some sort of ankle ligament injury. So let's back it up one more time. So he's setting up that scissor takedown. Super dangerous, by the way. Just go down if somebody's going to do this to you. So right there. That is a classic closed chain MCL mechanism. I've actually done a short on this recently, but whenever your foot is planted and somebody comes in with a valgus force, particularly when your foot is planted, it puts the ACL at a very high risk for injury. And that's almost exactly what happened here. I can almost guarantee it. All right, so let's just speed it up. I gotta be ready for these because who knows how quickly this is gonna come.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah, that guy's like, I didn't know anything. Okay, so we've got, okay, looks like he's got a heel hook in. He's rolling around. Oh, this is definitely going to be a knee injury. Oh, God, I didn't see that one either. Okay, let's go back. So it looks like it could have either been a knee injury or an ankle injury. He kind of had a classic heel hook. All right, so he rolls through. He's kind of sitting back. It's not like he's putting the tibia on a lot of external rotation, which is typically what happens in a heel hook. You know, your ACL is at risk again with this injury, but it looks like he's sitting back and most of his pressure is actually like he's doing a toe hold. Kind of a weird grip. I can't really tell what he's trying to do because he'd be twisting the other way if he was trying to do a heel hook. Okay, his face is gone. So, all right, let's go back one more time. It looks like either his knee or his ankle could have been injured here. So maybe a little shift in the knee there, but not what we usually see at a heel hook. So let's take a look at the ankle. I'm looking right here and maybe a little shift there. If I had to guess, I would say an ankle injury. It's not really your typical heel hook that you see with the knee just shifts and people are grabbing their knee. It looked like he was doing kind of like a toe hold, but with a heel hook grip, maybe. That's a hard one. If I had to go, I'd say probably 75% he's got an ankle injury. But it's hard to tell because we didn't really hear what happened in the video because bones and ligaments have very different sounds. If we could hear the original audio, that would help us out. We'll have to just cut that one up to a loss without actually evaluating that guy. No, I've seen this one before. Yeah, this is a finger dislocation. Yeah, check that out. Okay, my buddy doesn't know that I did a short on that one apparently. Must not have subscribed. By the way, subscribe if you like this. But that's a proximal interphalangeal joint dislocation. I've had my finger dislocated before and it is not pretty. I would just ask the guy to grit his teeth, reduce it, make sure he goes and gets an x-ray, and then eases back into rolling and make sure his range of motion is good after all the swelling goes down initially. So, good. Oh yeah, this guy's about to reduce it. Yeah. Oh, there's another quick one. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, let's slow that one down. This is, I don't know, man. I'm not a huge fan of like all the flying shit. I believe I can fly. But he obviously goes for like a flying triangle or flying something, because it looks like both of his arms are in. Knee looks like an absolute macaroni noodle, dude. And we'll pause it right there. So that is an LCL, or a posterior lateral corner injury. There are a lot of structures in the posterior lateral corner. So we talked about earlier valgus forces at the knee causing the ACL and MCL injuries. Well, the opposite of a valgus force is a Varus force, and that puts the LCL on tension and the structures of the posterior lateral corner of the knee. So I think this is why some people pull guard, right? You know, I'll talk shit to the next guy, the ones that just kind of sits on their ass and scoots towards you. But I mean, this is the reason right here. You got some guy who's got nothing to lose just flying around trying to fly and triangle everybody. And while it looks cool if nothing happens, I mean, this is the potential risk. And you see, they actually slow it down for you. Oh God, look at it. Okay, let's look at this guy's leg. Here, hold on just a second. Look at that. That, oh my gosh. There's no doubt in my mind that the LCL is torn, but I don't know to the extent that the posterior lateral is torn. But there is no passive tension left in any of those structures because gravity can't even pull down his leg. Like, it is stuck in a position that it should not be in. Okay, so let's just move on from this one. This is pretty gnarly, but yeah, no way, man. Y'all can have the flying triangle, flying armbar stuff. Okay, this is a little more my speed here when it comes to looking at the injuries. Oh, Kesikatami. Oh, Americana. Here it goes. Oh, man.
Snap!
That's another. The ref stepped back. Yeah, that's another one, man. That's another spiral fracture, and just instead of the Kimura, it's just another shoulder lock of the Americana. Yeah, so this guy, the big guy's going for the Kesikatami, and he succeeds. It looks like if he got that underhook, it looks like he's not heavy. Maybe if he got that underhook, he could roll him, the guy on the bottom. But I don't know if he knows what he's doing because he just kind of gave him that arm. And look at the legs on that guy. Holy shit. Dude, you're not getting your arm out of there. Freaking tree trunks, dude. Look at this guy's leg. Oh, my God. Okay. And then, oops. And then watch the ref here. Right before he steps, it goes, pow! And then the ref steps back. Yeah. So that, again, is a humeral spiral fracture. It's just in the opposite direction. So that guy, the girl before with the Kimura was in internal rotation, and then this guy was in external rotation for the Americana. Again, humerus is not built to handle a lot of rotational torque unless you're a repetitive overhead athlete, and something's going to give you, your shoulder's just going to dislocate, your UCL will go, or that humerus is going to snap, and that's exactly what happened. So I think that's actually it. Yeah, so that's the end of the video. All right, if we learned anything today is don't do flying triangles, and when your arm is in the Americana or Kimura and you can't get out, go ahead and tap before your humerus does it for you. If you guys like this stuff, consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out. I really like doing this stuff. This is kind of the stuff that, as a clinician, I like showing the stuff that happens through a clinician's eyes. This is what I'm thinking whenever I'm watching somebody and somebody gets injured. If you see any really nasty injuries in the future and you want me to react to them organically, you can always send them to combatathletephysio@gmail.com, and then I'll react to them and give them the breakdown like I did today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.